Okay, it's day 3 in the extension to Trench 2. So this is a new trench that we've opened up this season. And in just 3 days, my wonderful team have done an incredible job. We're actually working at removing Edwardian backfill to reveal the wall stubs of the exercise yard of the bathhouse, or the palaestra. And we have already a wall foundation appearing, running east-west, so flint founded. And just to the north of it, we're getting what looks to be the remnants of the floor surfaces connected with this particular room. And a beautiful cut, which we think must be a drain of some kind, on the Edwardian plan, which is the only reference point we've got. There is a dotted line, and we think that suggests the presence of a drain, and certainly it looks like we've got one. Elsewhere, it's really just a case of maticking the Edwardian backfill out of the way, but we're beginning to see the wall lines coming up of the central rooms of the bathhouse building. But you can see there's an awful lot of backfill, well, varying amounts of backfill actually to come off. Interestingly enough, the floor surface and the wall foundation is quite close to the surface here, but what I'm standing on, I suspect, is actually quite a bit deeper and is presumably Edwardian backfill. So that's probably all there is to say about this trench. I mean, aims in here are architecture, the plan of this part of the bathhouse, and it would be extremely nice if we can get down to untouched floor surfaces. And again, I guess dating evidence is one of the key things that we're looking for here.
Hello, I'm Nick Pankhurst. I'm the trench supervisor in Trench 4, as you see behind me. And this trench has been put in over an area that the Edwardians refer to as a tepidarium, which they interpreted as a tepidarium, and it encompasses two rooms, two spaces essentially, two rectangular rooms made up of brick and flint coursed walling. And within these rooms we've begun to uncover the bases of hypercourse pili. So we've got the stacks of tiles which make up the hypercourse which support the floor. The Edwardians appear to have kind of not been too careful with these pili, so a lot of them aren't quite in situ as they were in their photos that we've taken in 1905. So the space behind me, you can see that it's the nice northern wall with various phases of walling. Within it there's a curious rectangular structure made up of tile and green sand, which has in situ rubble over the top of it. We're not entirely sure what that is at the moment. The odd pili stack sitting over the top of a plaster and sort of mortared floor. The guys here are just removing the last of the Edwardian backfill, running from the north wall to the south wall, trying to reveal the base of this sequence.
Okay, it's Trench 3 here, and it's day 3, and the main focus over the past 3 days has really been trying to get a lot of the deposits that are over the sort of late Roman layers out of what we will eventually find to be the Iron Age ditch that was the original inner earthwork for the Iron Age settlement. So the bathhouse is obviously built next to this area to use the drainage facilities of the ditch, and over that time, obviously a lot of build-up from the Roman period, so we're just trying to strip away those surfaces and then get through to the Iron Age ditch underneath. And at the moment we're kind of being defeated by the weather. There's a lot of water that's sitting in the ditch. Obviously the ditch is doing its job collecting the water, so at the moment we're just trying to expand our slot through the ditch to the north, so that we can give ourselves a much better chance of getting into the much lower deposits down at the base of the ditch, which we know to be about 4 meters 20 deep.